Harmonized System Code, or HS Code, in Export-Import. 1. Introduction. In today's era of globalization, international trade plays a very important role in the economic growth of every country. Every day, millions of products move across borders through exports and imports. To make sure that trade processes are organized, legal, and efficient, there must be a standard system to classify every traded product in a uniform way across the world. This system is called the Harmonized System Code. The HS Codes is like a universal language of international trade, working as the official identity of every product. With HS Codes, governments, businesses, and customs authorities can easily identify products without long descriptions, reduce misinterpretations, and speed up trade processes. Beyond customs duties and regulations, HS Codes also have a strategic role in data collection for international trade. Data based on HS Codes can be analyzed using modern technology such as machine learning, which allows governments and companies to predict trade trends, plan export strategies, anticipate risks in the global market. 2. Definition of Harmonized System Code. The Harmonized System Code, or HS Code, is an international classification system for goods created by the World Customs Organization, or WCO. It assigns numeric codes in a hierarchical structure to every product traded globally. These numbers describe key information about the product, such as type of goods, raw materials, main function or usage, level of processing. In Indonesia, the HS Codes is implemented through the Indonesian Customs Tariff Book, or BTKI, which is regularly updated to follow global trade developments. HS Codes start with 6 digits, which are standard and valid internationally. Countries can expand them to 8 or 10 digits for their national needs. First 2 digits indicate the chapter, general group of products. First 4 digits indicate the heading, specific product category. First 6 digits indicate the global subheading, international standard. For example, HS Code 0902 classifies tea in general. HS Code 090230 is more specific and refers to black tea, or fermented. HS Code 0902 3010 in Indonesia refers to black tea packed in packages less than or equal to 3 kilograms. This structure ensures that every product has a uniform identity worldwide, simplifying international trade and reducing confusion. The determination of HS Codes is an important basis in international trade, particularly in relation to customs and taxation. 3. Functions of HS Codes. HS Codes have several important functions in international trade. 1. Basis for customs duties and taxes. HS Codes are the main reference for governments and customs authorities to determine import duties, export duties, and other taxes. Any mistake in classification can result in financial losses for both governments and businesses. 2. Trade monitoring and control. HS Codes help identify restricted or prohibited goods, such as weapons, hazardous chemicals, certain types of drugs or medicines. 3. Standardized trade data. HS Codes make it easier to record, analyze, and compare trade statistics between countries. Example, in Indonesia, food and medicine products require a BPOM license, agricultural or animal products require a quarantine certificate, strategic goods need permits from the Ministry of Trade. 4. Foundation for trade agreements. HS Codes are essential for implementing international trade agreements, such as Free Trade Agreements, FTA, and World Trade Organization, WTO policies. They help determine whether a product qualifies for preferential tariffs or other trade benefits. 4. Use of HS Codes in export and import. In practice, both exporters and importers must include HS Codes in their official trade documents. A. Exports. Exporters must include HS Codes in the Export Declaration Document, PEB. The HS code determines whether the exported goods are subject to export duties, or if they require special permits from the government. B. Imports. Importers must include HS codes in the Import Declaration Document, PID. Customs authorities will verify whether the HS code matches the actual goods being imported. Based on the HS code, customs officers will determine import duty, value-added tax, VAT, income tax on imports, and whether the product is restricted or prohibited, LARTAS. Common issues with HS codes. Misclassification of HS codes often happens, either accidentally, due to lack of knowledge, or intentionally, to reduce tariffs by declaring goods under a lower tax HS code. Example: declaring a product under a low tariff HS code, even though it should have a higher tariff, causes losses for the government, legal risks and penalties for the exporter or importer. Incorrect HS codes are a common issue in global trade, creating both financial and legal challenges. One common example of HS code fraud is found in the importation of agricultural commodities such as wheat and soybeans. For wheat, the correct HS code is 1001.92.19, which carries an import duty of 10%. However, some companies deliberately misclassify wheat under 1001.99.00, which falls into the category of other grains with a lower tariff of only 5%. As a result, instead of paying the proper import duty, importers pay only half. For instance, if a company imports 20,000 tons of wheat valued at $300 per ton, the correct duty should be $6 million. But with fraudulent classification, only $3 million is paid. This practice causes a $3 million loss to the government in a single shipment and creates unfair competition against companies that declare goods correctly. A similar case can be seen in soybeans. The correct HS code for soybeans intended for human consumption is 1201.90.00, which is subject to a 10% duty. Some importers, however, declare soybeans under a broader heading for grains or non-food seeds, with a tariff of 5%. If a company imports 10,000 tons of soybeans valued at $500 per ton, the correct import duty should be $5 million, but with misclassification, only $2,500,000 is paid. A similar practice occurs in palm oil exports. Refined palm oil, classified under HS code 151190.00, carries higher export duties compared to crude palm oil, which is classified under HS code 151110.00. To avoid paying higher duties, some exporters declare refined palm oil as crude oil. This not only results in revenue loss for the state, but also disrupts the accuracy of trade data and can damage the country's trade reputation. Based on the video, you can search for commodity details based on HS code or HS description through the official website of the Indonesia National Trade Repository via the following link. You can also check the HS code master list on the official website of the Central Statistics Agency of the Republic of Indonesia via the following link.
Yes, see you on
Feel
the
okay?
top.
Feeling good?
Okay, see you on the top.
Yes.